Right, today's the day we try and make these rather large, thick-walled aluminium pistons, and we're using Stephen Chastain's book as a bit of a reference. If you're going to make your own pistons, I thoroughly recommend you give this book a bit of a read. We have, though, improved, or at least we hope we've improved, his methods of gating in order to give us a better chance at getting a good piston. We will be using a thin tapered slot sprue. At the base of the slot sprue, we'll be using a ceramic foam filter that will be underneath the gate, the runner bar here, and the runner bar leads directly to the base of the two feeders on the side of the piston. So we'll get into this and see how we go. It's not the world's easiest mould to make, unfortunately. There's a few tricky bits in it. That'll do for a start. Not going to waste any good facing sand on it. I mean, the thing's going to be machined all over. So but we will have to sieve an awful lot of sand to make certain there's no rubbish in it. That might do for a start, I think. Maybe. Now, one of the tricky things here is that the odd side that this pattern is sitting on pushes the parting line up 45 degrees at an angle of 45 degrees into this box. So I've got to be very careful that I ram that edge down there quite hard around the sprue to make that hard, also around the pattern itself. Ramming tall patterns like this is a bit problematic, to say the least. Very difficult to get the ram even for the full height. Another problem with this job is that by the time we get all three boxes rammed up, it's going to be damn heavy. Alright, time for the next box. Now, one of the difficulties we have here is that this is a flange that overhangs, and we've actually got to tuck the sand in underneath that as we ram it. And we need to do that fairly well because the core that forms the inside of the piston actually hangs on that flange area. And of course it gets very hard to ram in there now. Because it doesn't really much matter what the piston looks like, as I say, because it is going to be machined all over. Ah, rats. Got to remember where the pattern is. Now we have to start worrying about tucking the sand up in and under this flange. Try and poke it up under with the fingers as well as I can and hope that we get it right. Well, it's about as good as I can get it. Ran this pretty hard, I think. I ran with this smaller one now. Cut it back down to the top of the pattern, I hope. Don't know where the top of the sprue's gone, but we'll be right. We'll find it, I guess. Ah, there's the top of the sprue. Pull that little screw out of there. Get a baseboard. Turn this whole lot over onto the baseboard. And now attempt to pull out the odd side board. Although we've made one of these pistons before and it's driving around the countryside quite successfully, we've never actually used this odd side. So this is a bit of a new experience. I think it's loose enough. Yeah, it's loose. Bring it in a bit more. Now let's see if things look like they're going to work properly for us. Ooh, it's a bit tight. Ooh, here it comes. I hope. Ooh, yeah. Very tight. Oh, not good. The gate didn't come off, the runner bar didn't come off the little nail there, and we've half destroyed the mould. So I'll just slip this gate back, if I can, like this, and see if we can patch the mould. A little bit. Oh, sugar. Oh, this is a bit of a mess. This is the sort of thing you learn the first time you do a job like this. Okay. Smooth that up a little in the hands. Now we'll reinforce that little area with lots of little flathead nails to try and stop it breaking out again. Alright, that should hold that area, I hope. Now, put the pattern in that makes the little hole for the filter. And get the chill. First nails just to locate the chill so that it makes certain it doesn't move around when we ram the mould above it. All now we can do is get it in the right place. That's not going to be easy either. There it is. Okay. And the idea of the chill is to provide us with a nice, solid, or what will be the top of the piston. A nice fine grain structure and as free of gas and shrinkage porosity as possible. That shouldn't be too bad, I hope. Good. See for the first bit, I think. Oh, this box is getting high. Oh. Got to be a bit careful here of that angled 45 edge on the sand in the box below. If I ram too close to it, I could actually push the sand into it, and the box will never come apart properly. Now I can go closer to the edge here. We've got the sand firmed up a little. to take it a bit easier. Done. One of the tricks with this is that huge chill means that I can't lift this last box off vertically up because the chill will just fall out. So it's so heavy it'll break the mould. So we have to take it apart quite carefully after we turn the whole lot upside down. Right. And we want a decent baseboard to turn it over onto. This one will do. Push it back there. Oh, this will be fun. Got to hold it together while I do this. Oh, gee, that's heavy. Oh, mamma mia, that's heavy. That is heavy. I don't think I can lift that in its entirety. Once years ago, maybe I could have. Now, the first thing to do is to get the patterns out. What do we want first? The little screw. Here we go. We'll pull the sprue out first. Remembering that we must never wobble the sprue sideways, we can only just sort of gently try and pull it up. Ooh, gee, that's going to be a bit tricky. It's tapered, so it should come. It's starting to come. There she comes. There's the sprue out. I'll leave that on. A little bit of parting down it. Right. Now to try and loosen the entire pattern. Time for the secret weapon. Ah, found the hole. Good. Now let's see if we can get this wondrous great pattern out of here. Not going to come that easy. Oh, it's not either. I wonder if we can cheat a bit here. Just give it a little bit of a lever. Try again. Ooh. Here we go. Doesn't like coming. It is moving, it has moved, but it's not moved much. Here she comes. Put this to one side. Well, not perfect, but not too bad either. I've seen worse. Looks like these very corners might be a little soft and they need perhaps a bit better ramming, but I don't know whether you can see the chill sitting down the bottom there or not. Maybe you can, I don't know. Anyway, now we'll take the top half of the mould off, get the rest of the pattern out, hopefully. See if we can get this up there. I think we'll tip this one on its side for the moment. Hope it all stays there. Yes. Pull the runner bar out. Pull the pattern out for the filter. Not much taper on that. Not perfect again, but it'll do. Just clean up that area there where the sprue joins the filter. Take those sharp edges of sand away. Using the quick smooth with a brush. Rather get them loose with the brush now than with the metal later. Now the filter that I'm about to place in here, it's not so much to clean the metal as it goes down. I mean, it will do a bit of that too, but it's more about controlling the metal flow and of slowing it down, because it'll come down that sprue a bit fast, but it'll be forced to go through the filter and come up and into the runner bar, and in doing that it'll slow it down by a factor of 4 or 5, so the runner bar is quite a bit bigger in area than the filter, than the sprue. Now, what have we got in this mess in here? Let's see if we can clean this side up a little bit. It doesn't look too bad to me, actually. Just sweep round here to make certain we've got rid of... That's pretty good. I think that's not too bad. Just blow the sprue through. Have a look through the sprue to make certain it's clean. It doesn't look too bad. A little bit of stuff up the top of it, maybe. Oops. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Right. Now, this thing is so heavy that I'm going to take it over and put it on the in front of the furnace in 2 bits. I'm not going to try and lift it as a 3 mole. I'm just not strong enough these days. The only other thing I need to do is just put a little of the parting agent on the, that's not too bad, I hope, on the top of the chill. It helps, I think. That'll be right. It helps the air get out of the way a bit. Right. Now we have to finish assembling this mould. Even that bit's quite heavy. That's bottom edge of the piston's quite sharp. I'll just run around that with a brush, sweep some of that off. Yep. We now have to get this core in there upside down. And it has to go so the gudgeon pin's across that way. There, like that. So we just delicately, ooh, we do. I wonder. Okay. And one core in place. One pouring basin atop the sprue. There we go. And now some feeders. That's one. That's two, nearly two. That's two. Right, that's the top half of the mould already. Now what I've got to do is put that on that one over there in front of the furnace, and we're laughing. Up we come.